President at mga kasama. In line with the ongoing crackdown on corruption, I'd like to call the attention of the Senate to the sports facilities our government built for the 2019 Southeast Asian Games. Upon closer inspection, there may have been a remarkable degree of collusion in the funding and construction of this project at New Clark City. And I will present some points as to why this should merit a full-scale investigation. First, I believe this partnership has the signs of being a fake joint venture. Second, this has the signs of being financed by a possible behest loan from a government bank. And third, they may have sidestepped public bidding laws, and now the country may have been left with a gigantic white elephant in Central Luzon. Let's discuss my first point, Mr. President, that the government may have entered into a fake joint venture. Sometime in 2018, the BCDA and Malaysian infrastructure developer MTD Capital Berhad entered into what they called a joint venture agreement to construct the SEA Games facilities in Clark. Pero joint venture nga ba talaga ito? Kung JV ito, dapat may ambag ang lahat ng kasali dito. Suriin natin kung ano ang inambag ng partners na BCDA at MTD Berhad. Ang ambag ng BCDA para sa joint venture ay ang lupang gagamitin para sa proyekto. Ang ambag naman dapat ng MTD Berhad ay ang kapital. 8.5 bilyong piso ang dapat na ilalabas ng MTD Berhad para sa construction ng proyekto. Subalit, ayon sa aming pagsasaliksik, mukhang hindi sa kanila nanggaling ang pera. Ang pera ay galing sa Development Bank of the Philippines na siyang nagpautang ng 9.5 bilyong piso sa MTD Berhad. Wala na ngang cash-in ang MTD Berhad, dinagdagan pa ng 1 bilyong piso ang proposal nila. At saan kinuha ng MTD ang pambayad para sa 9.5 bilyong pisong utang na ito? Sa income ba ng project? Hindi. Yang perang inutang ng MTD Berhad sa DBP, BCDA ang magbabayad sa halagang 11.1 billion pesos. Wala na ngang cash-in ang Malaysian company, pinatungan pa ng napakalaking interes at tubo. Ang perang dapat sana ay sa iba na lang ginugol ng gobyerno. At saan naman kinuha ng BCDA ang pambayad sa MTD Berhad? Sa income ng mga venue? Hindi rin, dahil wala pang malinaw na income ang project na ito. Kinuha ng BCDA sa bulsa ng taong bayan ang pambayad sa mga Malaysian developer. Kung susuriin ang 2019 budget, binigyan ng DBM ang BCDA ng 9.5 bilyong piso para bayaran ang utang ng MTD Berhad. Then, what is this supposed joint venture for? When BCDA paid the amount to MTD using public funds appropriated in the 2019 national budget. Punong-puno po ito ng bahid ng pagiging peking joint venture. Kaya itatanong ko muli, Mr. President, ano ang ambag ng MTD Berhad dito? Mismong construction lang ang ambag ng MTD Berhad sa di umano'y joint venture na ito. Maging sa Office of the Government Corporate Council o OGCC at sa Commission on Audit o COA para sa kanila, hindi rin joint venture ang pinasok ng gobyerno dito. At habang nangyayari ang lahat ng ito, pinalitan ang hepe ng OGCC, at biglang binawi ang una nilang opinyon. Para sa bagong head ng OGCC, above board ang transaksyong ito, taliwas sa dating sinabi ng opisina. This leads me to my second point, Mr. President. Bakit kinailangang mag-participate pa ang gobyerno sa isang joint venture para umiwas sa public bidding at lutuin ang pagpopondo sa project? Paano nakakuha ng 9.5 bilyong pisong loan sa DBP ang MTD Berhad ng ganun kabilis? 28 February 2018 nang pirmahan ang joint venture. And by 21 March, may 9.5 billion pesos na sila. 3 weeks. Very fast. Bakit kaya hindi ito magawa para sa ibang proyekto ng gobyerno? Hindi kaya na naglabas agad ng loan ang DBP dahil nilakad ng PCDA? At ano ang collateral na inilabas para dito? Nasuri ba ng mabuti ang capitalization ng MTD at ang cash flow ng project? Ladies and gentlemen, these questions then lead me to my third point. Hindi ba ito'y may bahid ng tinatawag nating behest loan? Ano ang mangyayari kapag hindi pala kaya ng BCDA paglaanan ito ng budget? Iiyak na lang ang mga depositor ng DBP? At ano ang nabili ng taong bayan sa 9.5 bilyon na kinuha sa ating mga bulsa? Isang sports center na isang buwan pa lamang ginamit at malamang hanggang sa ngayon ay ginagastusan pa natin ng maintenance. Hindi kaya magiging white elephant ang mga facilities na ito? 9.5 bilyong pisong nagamit sanang panglaban sa COVID o kaya ay ayuda para sa kabikulan at iba pang mga rehiyon matapos ang bagyong Rolly. Bago ako magtapos, nais ko ring itanong, nasaan ang DOF, BSP, OGCC, GCG at DBM habang nangyayari ito? Sinunod ba nila ang mga mandato nilang pangalagaan ang interes ng sambayanan? During this privileged speech, I've asked many questions, Mr. President, but it is the public that deserves the answers. Salamat po, Mr. President at mga kasama.
Senator Pia Cayetano is recognized.
Mr. President, with the indulgence of the sponsor, may I just ask a few clarificatory questions?
Certainly, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I also would like to apologize because I didn't really catch the entire speech. Actually, I didn't catch most of it except for the picture of the stadium that was built for the Southeast Asian Games. I was being distracted by the chair of the Committee on Finance and the chair of the Committee on Higher Education with their stories about some people. And they put on the record that they are still laughing as I speak. Anyway, on that note, Mr. Chair, so because I cannot ask, I cannot go into detail, no, because I did not know that Her Honor would be taking up this subject. But the project that Her Honor has flashed on the screen is very close to my heart. I am an athlete. I am also a national team player in my youth. And I was there during, I don't think I was there during the, what do you call that? When they, ano ba tawag doon yung corner? Groundbreaking ba yun? When they put the first, when they, I wasn't there then, but I was there when there were only beams, and I continually checked on it in the days to come. Mr. President, this is a world-class stadium built in record time, with the advice no less than, if I'm not mistaken, and I can check for the record, World Bank and/or ADB on how to finance and how to do this project. Mr. President, the Southeast Asian Games would not have been as successful as it was if we had only the dilapidated stadium of Rizal Memorial of Ultra. May I ask Her Honor if she has seen the place? Because the national track and field team, when they visited it around November, not sure, September, November, before the Southeast Asian Games commenced, they went there for the first time. Does Her Honor know that they cried when they saw the stadium? They cried when they had the opportunity to run on the turf. Bakit? Kasi dun sila nagpa-practice sa napakabulok na stadium. Ganon ang kalagayan. That's how we treat our athletes. Ilan lang ang Manny Pacquiao ng Pilipinas who has had the opportunity to raise himself and have sponsors. But not all sports are like boxing and basketball that have a strong following. Many of these athletes will never even be remembered. But on that day that we won the gold medal, the entire Southeast Asian countries gave their due respect to the Filipino athletes. I am embarrassed that we cannot even honor that. I am embarrassed that we choose to make a political issue out of a world-class facility. Kaya tuloy, wala nang mag-aabalang magpatayo ng matitino at kahanga-hangang mga infrastructure dito sa Pilipinas. Dahil magpatayo ka lang ng maganda, sasabihin na sa'yo na may kalokohan ka. So paano? Puro bulok na lang tayo para walang pumansin. Ganon. Paano magiging white elephant? Madam Sponsor, do you even know what are the conditions of our sports facilities? Para sabihin mong yung world class na yon magiging white elephant? Hindi nyo ba alam na pinasa natin ang National Academy of Sports? And doon
Try supported,
doon magte-training ang mga bata natin, mga future Manny Pacquiao. Paano naging white elephant? Sana naman mag-ingat naman kayo sa mga paratang nyo. Dahil yan na naman ang i-headlines. Di man lang natin binigyan ng konting parangal, konting respeto ang mga national athletes. Na alam nyo ba, kung hindi dahil sa bayanihan to, hindi pa magkakaroon ng allowance. Hindi thanks to PSC yan, ha? Thanks to Speaker Alan Cayetano, Congressman Bambol Tolentino, and Senator Sani Angara. So hinahalo ko yung mga mukha ng mga athletes na to dun sa tinatawag niyang white elephant. Kasi that is the only reason why you put up such a structure for people. In this case, for young athletes. So I cannot separate their faces and their names from the structure that you now want people to cast doubt upon. Again, I do not have the details. Wala akong hawak na papel, but I have to stand up for BCDA, for the architects, for the engineers, for every single construction worker that worked overtime. Madam Sponsor, alam nyo ba 24/7 nagtrabaho yon para makadeliver tayo sa Southeast Asian Games? Di ba mas kahihiyan yun na nag-umpisa Southeast Asian Games tapos hindi natapos yon? Nanood ho ba kayo? Nandun ako, nanood ako, nanalo tayo ng mga kung ano-anong event. Yung pole vaulter natin, he claimed the gold. Si EJ Obiena, he was supposed to compete in the Olympics. Pero hindi natuloy yung Olympics. At least, nagka-Southeast Asian gold medal siya, di ba? At least nanalo siya in his own country. Napanood siya ng tatay niya, na coach niya. Ganon ang kalagayan ng mga athletes Madam Sponsor. Yung nanalo ng marathon, taga Cagayan de Oro siya. Umiiyak siya nung nakita ko siya after niya. Hindi niya akalain mananalo siya. Alam niyo bang na-lockdown siya dito for how many months? Hindi nakauwi. O baka sabihin niyo irrelevant na yun. Hindi irrelevant yun. Kasama yon sa mga sakripisyo ng mga athlete. Tapos ngayon, ang kaisa-isang nagawa natin for them, binibigyan pa natin ng mali siya. Kaya yan ang mangyayari sa bansa natin. Puro mali siya tayo, puro paghuhusga.
Mr. President, may I